Emperor's finest, reporting. We await your command.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Thank you for the sub, Damon Shake. I appreciate it. And welcome in, Matt. Welcome in, Damon. Yes, Matt, he is. And I love that I can do that and get both shout-out styles. No.
I don't know, man. Flat out, I would think that insurance companies might be responsible for the 40K universes.
Hey, that or, Megacorps. You know, it's just the next step after the whole cyberpunk stuff, right?
Ooh,
Lord Captain,
wars there.
long lost worlds filled with unknown perils, deadly enemies, and ancient mysteries await you. Bring the word of the Emperor to the Coronus Expanse, or die trying.
Die trying, gotta love that line. Alright, so, for those who don't know, for co-op, you have to start a game and have it save, so that everyone can join. We have Mixed Nuts and Malkov with us. They're going to be joining us momentarily, but we gotta get the game started so that they can do that. So we're gonna kick it off, and we'll get underway.
Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats, from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of
What difficulty did
humanity.
you want, Malkov?
It is up to you
Daring?
to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as
Sorry,
we cross
just
paths with
say that again?
terrifyingly powerful and ambitious
difficulty
adversaries
did
in
you
the
want?
darkness of the Coronus Expanse.
Well, I played on Daring solo, and it was really easy.
Daring? I thought you said you did normal.
No, I did the one above normal.
Oh. So you think we should try hard?
Yeah, sure, let's give it a shot. It may take some reloading if we lose some battles, but it'll be much more tactically challenging. I think with 3 of us looking at it, we should be able to accomplish it.
Oof. Enemy wounds are increased by 80%? I don't know that we want that.
No, not unfair. Not unfair.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, unfair is just, it's a bit much.
It's kind of unfair.
Yeah, very much. These modifiers increase gradually to the values above, reaching them by the end of chapter 1. Okay. We should be able to try to do hard.
I think
Yeah, we'll be fine with hard.
we'll just have to really learn how to do the combats.
What we're also going to need to make sure that we do is take advantage of cover at every possible
Full cover, yeah.
situation.
Do we want to custom modify any of these for custom difficulty, or just leave it default?
Stick with the default.
I haven't dug into them personally. I don't know.
Well, like, we can make space difficulty, we can drop it down to daring if you found space combat to be, you know, more of a challenge than the rest
The
of the
space
game.
combat definitely is a little bit more challenging.
Okay.
And you are heavily outnumbered until you get to... You're heavily outnumbered and outgunned until you get to a certain point in the game. So it can be very difficult early on.
Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll drop that to daring, and then we'll have the rest on the default.
You can probably
Hard.
crank it up if we find that it's too easy.
Yeah.
Because usually you can change the stuff after the fact.
Most of it, yeah.
Anything that you lower after the fact will impact like what achievements you earn. But
Yeah.
other than that, there's no significant impact on the game by changing difficulty and stuff after the fact.
Why is it naked?
That's how they start. That's how we all start, Diamond X. I mean, come
Well,
on.
it says clothes, but then it's not.
Well, I don't
Actually
think
showing
we're
you
born with
clothes.
Spanx. At least I wasn't, I'm pretty sure.
So, what's really cool, for those of you who don't know, is Owlcat with their games makes it where you can add your own portraits. Looky. And there's upgraded versions of the default characters that I got.
Oh, there's some nice ones.
Yeah.
That Cassia one's really good.
Exactly. That's why I did it.
Oh, those are
So-
really... Yeah, that's awesome, that picture right there.
This one?
Upper right, Cassia.
Yeah. So,
She's
all
she's
of
just-
the characters that we get to join us got an upgraded look. So, including,
Heinrich.
These ones
Yeah,
down
he
here.
looks a lot better there.
yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
this
nice.
is the base character that I grabbed and removed the background because that didn't quite fit him. So I put him before the image of the Golden Throne. So that is our character.
That's really awesome.
So, and it's not hard to do at all. Like, they literally make this one for you in the folder so that you can just replace it with what you want. It's so stinking easy. I love them for doing that. Now, you'll see it's not here. However, now it is. It just needed to get something to trigger it to update it. And look at that. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's just, no, I just love that it's a more custom variant and it looks crisp and clean and fits the character better. You know what I mean?
Being able to customize things is part of these kind of games.
Exactly.
course, I've always been the guy who pops into most of these games and clicks random until I see something I like and then walks on because I don't want to take the time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not taking that long. You'll notice I'm
That's
like
right.
jumping through pretty quick. Yeah, I'm with you on
paper
that.
doll.
You know, I wanted to do one of these tattoo stuff, but none of them really fit.
None of them will be visible in the game.
Oh,
You will not see the tattoos at all.
Yeah, so
Maybe a face tattoo, maybe, but not likely. Because usually it's going to show the portrait, not the character.
got it.
A new challenge for me. Stay faithful.
It almost
and
doesn't
you will
matter
be
what the character
rewarded.
looks like.
Good to know. All right, so we got that.
Your hair won't be visible once you have a helmet.
Forge worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planets ceded to the demands of vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity
I think
and
I'll take
power.
Abelard
Over the
from Warrior
millennia,
into
different Forge worlds have become
Archmilitant.
especially renowned for their philosophies or
Archmilitant,
ways
if
of
you
war.
get some buffs,
These
is
are often colored by the technologies
gross.
they
You can
specialize
easily
in
get all your
manufacturing.
stats up over
The bulk
400.
of a Forge world's population is utilized as a labor
It takes a
force,
little bit of
whilst the
rampant
fortunate
combat,
few
but it
may be
goes
inducted
crazy.
into the ranks of the
I
Adeptus
get it.
Mechanicus itself.
Cool.
Psychers are feared and distrusted but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful who somehow survive the rigorous sanctioning rituals are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker
Yeah,
is
pretty
steeled
much.
against the manifold
Yeah.
dangers risked by wielders of warp powers.
That's the one
You were
thing
one of
that I
those
was
found
not
worthy
very
to
happy
serve
with
humanity
about
and
Baldur's
have
Gate 3.
miraculously survived the
The
perils of the
difference
warp.
is like
Note: damaging
we're
psychic
not gonna
powers
be-
count as
we
weapon
don't
attacks,
create our own
counting
characters. We're
toward the
gonna be
normal
playing
attack
the
limit per
NPCs
turn and
that
gaining
are
all the
normally
benefits of
in your
abilities
party
and
controlled by
talents
you,
increasing
so-
the damage of attacks.
at
For
least
example,
two of
a
them.
soldier using the run and gun ability will be
and
able to
then,
use damaging psyker powers twice per turn, and an operative's analyzed
Other
enemy's
people could
ability
join and
affects
take
the
over
damage of
other
damaging
NPCs, 'cause
psyker powers.
You have a party of 6.
You said to go warrior, if I remember correctly. Is that correct?
I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Like, but if you want to go for the grand strategist, you got to go like either officer or operative.
Kind of like that idea because it fits the whole Sanctic Psyker kind of thing. Like I said, officer I would go with if it wasn't for the fellowship need.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're
so
going to
they
go heavy on
can't-
intelligence, then you would want
Oh,
to
yeah.
go probably operative gets the most out of intelligence.
then we'll go operative.
Yeah, operative and then grand strategist, I think both scale pretty well off. They both also will scale off fellowship too, but a lot of the stuff does. There's a lot of things that scale off fellowship.
Okay.
A lot of the buffing and or group benefit stuff scales off of.
Not per the Sanctic stuff though.
No, that'll scale off willpower.
Yeah.
And there might be some like some of the feats and stuff that you can take that modify your powers may scale off fellowship
Yeah, see, like this is the psi rating.
and willpower usually.
And,
Psi rating and
yeah.
willpower are the two biggest things for the psyker. And then I'd say toughness is third because perils.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was part of why I didn't know
Sometimes
if I
it doesn't
should.
matter. Sometimes it just says you're dead.
Right.
You cast too many.
Well, that's why I didn't know if I
powers, you're
should go with the subskin and go down on the toughness hard. Or if you, but you said locomotion would probably be better with the dodge.
dead. Yeah, it depends on which stat you're going to build up. Which stats you tend to build up more. If you're going to build up agility more, which gives you initiative and dodge chance, then the locomotion's more useful to
Which
you.
one should I do?
If you're going to build up a ton of toughness, the armor might help, especially if you want to end up wearing like heavy armor. Then that could really stack up. So
Okay.
I mean, whichever way you want. Don't worry about doing the min max too much. But
And we'll do this. Okay. No, I just, I'm not asking for min-max purposes. I'm asking for trying to make sure we don't, make it underwhelming
Yeah. I think which skills get maxed on which characters is going to be a bigger deal. Just because you want all the skills, and you can't
Right.
max all the skills on only a few characters. You'll need 6 characters to max out all the skills really efficiently. Most characters can only max 1 or 2 skills depending on which
Did I spell that right?
which
I think so.
archetypes they take.
I'm not sure. Hold on, let me check.
My spelling. Especially when I'm...
EMPEROR.
Yeah, you got the O and E transposed.
I'm good at doing this. That's what I was worried about. It's like, I bet you, I reversed them because I do that. All hail Lex Dixia. No. Okay, we got that. Next. Oh, got our name. I'll just throw mine in there, I guess. I was gonna try to get a different one, but that one works. Alright, I think we are good with that. Dun dun dun. And it won't be long before you guys get in. That's just so you're aware.
Oh, I'm not stressed.
It's
I
like,
freed up everything I had going on tonight so I could make sure that this was available. I've been waiting to play this game since Malkov was so generous as to gift it to me. So,
yeah, I'm excited for this, and I'm so glad you guys are joining.
it's gonna be fun.
Yes. So good. Servo skulls floating around.
Oh, other good news, my son finally got cleared to go back to work for his shoulder.
Nice.
Yeah. Since the injury
An
was in the
excellent
end of
place for
September.
contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation
So how snarky are
of
you
the
going to be?
God Emperor's sublimity.
Medium? Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I mean, I don't plan on being like super snarky, but I don't plan on necessarily avoiding it either. Kind of, you know, willing to do it where needed. Have we met?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valancius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
My name is Dem, and just to be aware, I am a sanctioned psyker.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile.
Indeed.
Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium.
Not
Yours
fate.
is truly an unenviable lot.
The Emperor blessed me with my skills, and I serve. This fool.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship, Bear it with honor.
What are your responsibilities, you Master of Whispers?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valancius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Who's this other candidate you speak of?
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
Very well. I assume you had some goal in mind when you snuck out here and addressed me.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Is that an acceptable level of snark for you, Nuts?
That's fine. I will be right back.
Yep.
The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valancius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Very well. Lead the way. Very well, we have our mission. We have to follow him to the officer's deck. And that we shall do later. Because now that we have a save, this one I can actually delete. It was just to test that everything works. Now, change. Oh, cool. Did he do that? Good, good, good. Watch this really, really difficult way of doing things. Ready? See this menu? You click. It's loading. We pick the region. We say Malkov, nuts, use, est, c, s, 6. And I need to create lobby. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste that right in here. And like that, they can now pop in and join us. I have to choose the save. That's why we had to start first. Oh, there's Malkov. And as soon as Nuts is back, he should jump in. And there he is. And then we click this nifty button. That's it. And if they drop out, we can keep...
system.
Oh, yeah. And if you guys drop out, I can just keep playing. It doesn't stop it. And I can switch who's playing who, too.
Yeah, I think it's best we probably stick to the character that we set up with so that we don't like screw up somebody else's leveling path.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I like that it has the freedom that the other game that was aforementioned did not. Waiting for one more player to confirm. They have completed loading. And now we're good. And now you both should see the character.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Now, I will say, you will not hear
Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a
the
special
voiceover
way.
when I click it.
They are marked with
Chat
specific
will.
icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event.
However, if you want the
These
mod, I can
icons
get
become
it to
visible
you,
when your character is standing close enough to the
and then
interactive
you'd be able
object.
to do likewise.
Click LMB on the icon to perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons, but the cursor changes when you hover over them. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable.
So if we hold tab, we can see all of them. Oh, fool. Do
A
this.
massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a
Just
resource of incredible
clean out the
value
room.
aboard a void ship. A tech litany for machine placidity is required. Vox casting to initiate the consecration of unguents and the preparation of technomats. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers and logisticar symbols.
Oops. Apparently we weren't supposed to touch that. I didn't say that. Oh, it's pretty.
A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2,348th volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium.
One of the Valancius
Oop, it stopped.
trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around
Von
after your
Valancius's
audience
trophy
with the Lord Captain.
Sure, I'll look around.
What's happening?
Like... Oh, that's not cool.
The corpse servants had gone berserk.
Right? They don't do that without someone interfering.
They're not corpses, they're lobotomized.
And, you know, lobotomy.
Blessings
Shoot.
of the divine
Shoot,
grant
and
us
don't
the
let it get
courage
close.
and strength.
To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40,000, Rogue
Everyone has
Trader.
to click start battle
Click
for
the
us to
button
start.
at the top of the screen to start the battle.
And dead man.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, 2 deadpans. Why didn't you shoot him?
All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their
He
turn, a
doesn't.
character can move,
They want you
attack,
to do it.
and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click LMB on it to move the character there.
Of course, then there's MP. So, I don't want to get very close. I only have a pistol. But I don't want to get that close either, because I don't want to die. Where? It's not showing me where I can hit him from. I can hit him from here. Okay. This will get there.
Yeah, you
I
don't
am
need
the
to move. You can
chosen
shoot
weapon
Where
that
you're
will
standing.
crush the heathens.
Action points. AP. Yep. Standard. Select it. See your range. Do your thing. Got it. I was thinking about doing the Word of the Emperor, but thinking since there's just one, I should probably shoot him.
Yeah. Guns.
Got 4 AP. You could debuff him, then shoot him.
I thought I only had the 1 AP. Oh, I got 2 AP.
You got 4 AP.
Oh, and shooting just is the last thing you do.
Shooting does not have to be the last thing you do. You cannot move after you've attacked. Unless you have a special ability that lets you.
Rejoice in service! The Emperor commands. This is beyond me.
Almost.
Alright, cool. I did not realize I could do that much. Thank you.
Yeah, the yellow ticks are AP, the green ticks are movement.
Got that this time.
I can
Yay,
scarcely believe
buffing
it.
helped.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
It's deliberate. I'm just not convinced they're not already up here.
Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises. At your service, Master
I'm afraid
Voitra.
I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
The golden throne guides me. I find that which I must. Map. Orient yourself.
Know your duty.
The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. Tarantula sentry gun, constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus using a standard template construct in the manufactorums of Kayavagama. Lemon Rust battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vorteskton.
Dude, wow. She has some really expensive stuff.
A violet alloy, which, upon closer examination, turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface.
Huh.
A black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact.
She's got some heretical stuff here.
A massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling
Surprise.
particles.
We are bound by the blood of
The stone on
martyrs.
the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of
When
turbulent
you're
sea
this
within the
far
rock.
out from the rest of the Imperium,
A strange object that
heresy's
resembles sea
kinda
coral.
expected, at least to
The
some
porous
degree.
surface is pitted, a sign that it has been underwater.
Yeah.
A grey-green crystal
You're
with
right,
white
nuts.
veins. A low hum can be
Rogue
heard coming
traders
from
get
the
special
artifact.
privileges.
The divine
indulgence.
If I see
watches
you raise
over
your head
us.
again, this exhibit is unfinished. Another symbol of House von Valancius's valor will be displayed here at some point in the future.
That is cool. I really like the text of I really like the text to speech. It is working quite nice, and I like that.
If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests for servitrization.
It really works well. The Grand Void ship temples. This deck is lit by countless candles and lumens. That is
The Grand
impressive.
Void Ship Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck and is lit by countless candles and lumens. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests
Let us
for
walk this path to
servitrization.
the end.
If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests for servitization.
Have something other than threatening servitization? Oop. I get yanked in.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora.
Says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered by sin skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief.
Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy.
The tall, grey-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Adelthrad?
Your first impression of Adelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Adelthrad, Theodora von Valancius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back, everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Adelthrad.
I can see a rogue trader doing that.
Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
She's definitely guarded well.
Our second candidate has joined us.
The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive.
DM Nix, approach and give me your answer.
So for those who don't know...
Rogue trader. A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title, a rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind.
And that is why
Consider
they get
this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
There are several more answers you can scroll down on, too.
Yeah. We would need to first determine if the spirits mentioned are, the native's name for a dangerous alien. It would be the first to verify that it could be Xeno's worship.
Theodora arches an eyebrow.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Agreed, but information would be needed to be gained.
Adelthrad scoffs.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, DM Nix, are simply unaware of their existence.
Kind of think too. I think she'll respect that.
Offering
We are
an
both
olive
servants
branch?
of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. It does not become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds, does it?
Edelthrad looks at you with suspicion.
Even among his flock, not all are of a piece, DMX. I suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before you are sorely.
Edelthrad.
Theodora's tone renders him silent.
I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
Burn!
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look.
Make sure you hand him his your napkin.
Right.
Your handkerchief. Wipe the brown off his nose.
Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you.
So, DMX, why are you here?
I do not know as of yet. I do hope that perhaps you can clarify that for me.
Theodora smiles wryly.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
I understand.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo A.F. Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of Humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bode death and ruin to us all.
The Emperor of Mankind. The guide, the ruler, and the higher power to which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth.
And then the warrant of trade.
Warrant of trade. The sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, DMX, are one of those with the von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Intriguing, your lady. So that does mean there's other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Certainly. You have a way of knowing about these things, I'm sure.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful, if not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally.
Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment.
Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voigtber served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear that correctly? The Masters of Whispers is related to you.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtber's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be, at least.
I see. If you are satisfied with Edelthred, then is there a sense in having this conversation? No, I don't want to do that. That sounds nasty. I didn't quite get the end of that one. Thank you for clarifying, lady. May I ask a question?
The vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigator. A sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. Warp. An alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immatrium, the Empire Eon, the Ether, the Sea of Souls, or War Space.
Yeah, warp space is not fun stuff.
I think the fact that they say safely navigate is, might be just a little bit of a...
Well, I mean, they put it in quotes, safely. I mean, a lot safer than without him. What is it that is my current responsibilities?
Observe. Learn. Absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Adel Thrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Very well, your Lord Captain. You're most gracious. I have no more questions, as I do not wish to upset thee.
In that case, I shall head to...
Theodora's vox awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the vox cast, then nods and draws her weapon.
Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood.
She glances at you.
It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
It's time to shoot more shit.
Right. I shall endeavor to do so, Lady Theodora. By the Emperor's grace. Gold for the gold throne! You could say that's part of why I picked the Sancting Psyker.
Grovel before the faithful.
I'll bleed you dry!
Initiative. We get turns. Alright, I cannot move, so we start battle.
You're ambushed.
Yup. Oof. Abelard just going
Took care of
cleaving
this
everyone.
For the
It cleaved him in twain!
This'll leave a scar!
Use cover to avoid attacks. Yeah, well, you didn't give me the choice yet.
That's where that agility matters.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for that guy.
Shoot the one that shot you.
Shoot one of the ones that hasn't acted yet.
By the grace of the Golden Throne. See, the word of the Emperor is always powerful. Yeah, that's why I went with the Brawler, because he hadn't gone yet. Well, I failed, apparently. I missed. I need better ballistic skill. Actually, I just want to get a warp ability to smash him. But, you know, the hammer of the Emperor shall come.
Oh.
Harry, nice. Your ladyship.
You like this?
Oof. I buffed her. That makes me happy.
Reduce to dust.
All right, well. So yeah, this ability gives all allies +1 resolve until the end of combat, and it stacks.
Yeah, unfortunately, that resolve doesn't matter at this stage.
No, but I mean,
but it matters hugely once you get into the meat of the game, because resolve fills up your
right,
your heroic meter faster.
Rejoice.
It's more the servant of the golden throne. That's what you do, sort of thing.
Yeah, and then you have the warrior do daring breach and kill everybody in the room.
Actions will speak louder than words. I took care of this one.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture.
Mort. Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single Horson survive.
Alright, didn't know that's what they were.
The rogue trader turns her eyes to you.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static.
I serve the golden throne. There is no fear. What is happening? What is your orders, madame?
She breaks eye contact with you.
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
It shall be as you wish, milady.
The massive golden structure never stopped. I'm concerned about the disrupted communication with the navigator's sanctum. We should have already approached the translation point and proceeded to real space. Once we are done with the riot, I want to have a look at the Logisticars reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump and the preparations preceding it. The massive golden structure never stops moving for a moment. Light bounces off the orbits and figures representing celestial bodies. Abelard, check the latest communication reports for the upper decks.
On those bodies. Hit tab.
Report from the engine seers. Request for cargo transfer.
None of it's showing up.
I see an alert about loss of communication with decks 8 and 12.
Next fight.
Yep,
yeah,
it's all good.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Alright, I think this is the way we're supposed to go. We need to get another companion. Well, 2 more. So you two can join in full control. Oh, there he is.
We can join in and fuck things up. Oh,
Roy.
I mean...
You can send the infernal beast back to the warp.
Conrad Voigt lets out a sigh of relief upon seeing you.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
I don't know that I trust you.
Always on time, Ed, Kunrad. The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
See, I'm not the only one who's suspicious. Mort's a good one.
Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch-militant to you.
Mort, pull yourself together.
I'm on Mort's side. What about you, gentlemen?
I won't comment. I know too much.
The arch-militant looks back at you.
What? Did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We are all done here. I'll report right away.
Mort pulls his Vox from the belt and hurriedly reports on the situation.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent, the Vox Master is not responding, armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report.
Vox. A piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or to record sound.
I have not yet received word from the Enginarium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish.
Voigtva pauses.
That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
A mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors to the last.
First we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Theodora looks at Voigtva.
Adelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I am a psyker.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it. Master of Whispers, find Adelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Class, and the Sister of Battle, both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me, I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. DM Nix.
Theodora glances at you thoughtfully.
Yes, milady.
If I may, Lord Captain.
Voigtva's voice is soft and cautious.
Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and, if our goal is to bring Adelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Adelthrad's psyker powers.
I don't like this guy.
Then it's settled. DM Nix, find Adelthrad and bring him here, in whatever state you find him. This elevator.
She points at the massive doors.
Leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both, do you understand?
I do hear and I obey, Lord Captain.
Theodora waves a hand impatiently.
Then move out. Mort, come.
Voigtva gives you a nod.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have
with you,
proper gear.
scum.
Make him the shield.
I'm tempted. But I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front of me and shield me from the potential threats. Does that not sound suitable, given that you have more equipment than I?
He smiles faintly.
Certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she were to lose one of her precious heirs, but that is no longer relevant.
With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain.
Oh, great. Double-crossing traitor.
I promised you a special destiny, DM Nix. It is time to fulfill it.
I hope I can use the warp powers to remove his spinal column from his body while he's still alive and let him understand how disappointed I am in him.
I'd rather turn him into a servo skull.
No, that is too good for him. Penitence engine, maybe. That I could see.
Make him a door opening servitor.
Oh, door opening servitor. That I could get behind. That is suitable.
Make sure it's
disgrace for him.
Make sure it's the door to the head, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. You are in charge of opening the door for the bathroom. Congratulations on your promotion. Oh man, that is the sort of stuff
to
that would be
complete
good.
during our visit to the warrant chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Voidger, two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
If I wasn't locked in a conversation, I'd use the warp to rip you from yours.
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What do you guys think? I'm thinking 3.
Sure.
You close your eyes and try to focus. And then you feel the touch of something sharp. Voigtva has somehow sensed a shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous, your head is spinning. And then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go. To. The gate. Go. To. The gate. Go. To. The gate.
Out of my head, I am not your puppet.
The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber.
I think that's scripted where you don't have a choice.
In the gateway arch you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with 2 ember-like irises. Cogitator. Any type of digital computer in the Imperium of Man. Servitor. Mindless cybernetic drones created from a fusion of human flesh and robotic technology, used to carry out simple, manual tasks.
Yep, we need to make him a servitor for the Louvre. Alright, let's take a look at this door.
You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of Archaeotech relic.
Ooh, Archaeotech.
Archaeotech. An incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past.
Ooh, me like Archaeotech.
The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voigtva wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind.
Let's examine it.
The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons.
I see. Is there anything that could be used as a weapon around here, I wonder?
You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition, nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight.
Let's see, what's that slimy character do?
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I do require assistance.
Pain shoots through your head, and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Ooh, I like the sounds of that. Oh, yes. Oh.
Well, there is still another way.
Chicken. Chicken.
I'm sorry, but I would run from bolter turrets and melt-a-gun turrets myself as well.
Shh. You still have to call him a chicken. He's evil.
Old injury. An injury that wasn't healed in time. It can be healed with a medikit, but it requires passing a Medici skill test to succeed. Too many injuries reduce the character's resolve and cause traumas. Visit the void ship or try to use medikit to remove the injury. An injury that wasn't healed in time. It can be traumas. If a character who has received 3 or more injuries does not heal them in time with a medikit, the injuries will become traumas. The number of injuries that cause a trauma may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Traumas reduce a character's resolve and also inflict an additional negative effect, which depends on the specifics of a particular trauma. Traumas can only be removed and fully healed in the rogue trader's private quarters on the void ship.
No loot. Ugh.
Well, you still gotta go further then.
Okay.
The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look impregnable.
No wonder why it was put here, because it's defensible. Let it be known that by my will, and by the true word of this document, I appoint this person the bearer. Yep, it switched too quickly. Things and stuff and things and things. Goes a little quicker than I can read it.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is this happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
I see. Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the Child of the House and a means of communicating with the Rogue Trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
I see. Excellent. Can we contact Theodora? I need to warn her of this slimy individual.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
In place of the mechanical screeching, the Servo Skull's Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Valancius, distorted and ridden with static yet still recognizable beyond a doubt.
Vox Master, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head.
Upper decks. Right away, Lord Captain.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I am defenseless without one. Please lead me to one.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Lead the way from here, please.
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Affirmative. Please do indeed do so. We do want it resealed.
Know your duty.
Preferably without you in it.
Right? Yeah, I would agree with that. But I do want it resealed.
Fight selflessly and lower not your blooded arms till the last foe of humankind is slain.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you? Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Golden Throne of Terror. An arcane cybernetic artifact that encases the God Emperor's physical remains entire and preserves them using stasis fields and psi-fusion reactors.
Suspicious of everyone.
Indeed. That's how you know he's a good man. Conrad Voitzker is a traitor. When we parted ways, the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intends to take revenge on Lady Theodora for something, and I'm trying to reach the warrant. And was trying to reach the warrant. Was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny.
Indeed.
And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Just to be clear, Voidker did openly admit to being the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saint's blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Why, are you chicken and want to hide? You should know better, Abelard.
Undaunted by enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
For the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Agreed.
Here.
Thank you. Yay! Treat injuries. Use medkit. Medkits take a Medicae skill. So inventory. Yep, got it. Let's see. Medicae. Yes, weapons. Yes, I see that. We can switch characters. Great. Let me read, please. Medicae is 45. Your Medicae is 30. So I should actually do the repair myself, because I'm better at it. Armor. Yes. You have armor of your own. A sniper rifle. Interesting.
I cannot comply.
Why can I use that?
Oh, you don't have the skill. Yeah, you have to either have the skill granted to you from your archetype, your background, or you have to unlock it with basic Medicae use with a feat.
That's right. Now you give it to him because he can use it.
Yep. We didn't
Your
have a
senator
choice
is
otherwise.
always there for you.
Let's see if he can succeed.
Let's patch you up. Even that is a noticeable improvement. Now
You
you're
used it
prepared
on
for the trials
him?
ahead.
No, I used it on me.
Oh, okay.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Maybe we should go and talk to her ladyship. The Lord Captain.
Undaunted by enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space.
That's a problem.
I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think that the Warren Sentinel may have sent a message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Well, then I guess you are mistaken.
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
The Navigator Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
A wave of static suddenly erupts from the servo skull, and you can make out Theodora's words through the noise.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved.
Fight selflessly and lower not your blooded arms till the last foe of humankind is slain.
I want to change the text-to-speech voice to Gollum.
My soul is ablaze with
that even you have installed in your machine, you're supposed to be able to use, but they're not all showing up for some reason for me, so I didn't have time to look into that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. How do I appoint?
Might be in the character screen. Press I. Might not be able to do it in combat. Probably had to do it before the conversation.
Well, it automatically kicked him from conversation straight into this.
Yeah.
No, if you hadn't used the med kit, probably was a chance to do it then.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, I was hoping to let you take over him. Abelard, abilities. Yes, do things. Can you move after you?
This is positioning. You can't actually do any actions.
It doesn't look like it's positioning. It's movement.
Oh, did you say start?
Well, we started battle, yeah, because it didn't let me move anywhere.
Oh, well then getting cover and away from everything, you got a sniper rifle.
Yep. If I use any action, will it prevent me from moving? Or just if I attack?
Attack.
Okay. So I can use
or
the special
attack
ability.
like actions. Like psychic abilities that are offensive will count as an attack. I'd suggest heading like over here.
Oh, where?
Like
oh,
far
over there. I should have. I ran
and then
back.
have Abelard take out this guy first.
Oh, that's who I was going to shoot.
With a charge.
I was going to shoot that guy, see if I can take him out.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I will not be deterred.
You know, like that.
Just with sniper rifle, you can reach the back ranks really easily.
Should I do brace for impact? And then charge?
No. Well, yeah, you could do brace for impact. But yeah, and then you'd want to move up and charge.
It will be done.
Just don't get too close or you can't charge. You have to have at least, I think, 3 cells between you and the charge target.
2 free cells. How far does charge go?
5. Up to 5.
Okay. So I do need to move closer to be able to do that.
Yes. You can get it up to 8, but
at the beginning it's still 5.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty. Reduce to dust.
Now you should be able, if you have any movement left, you should be able to move up to the next guy and smack him.
Nope, no movement left.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so it's often
so much
advantageous to charge into a position where you can turn around and hit somebody else because you still have your attack action.
I get that now. I did not see
Or if
that.
you have a gun, you can switch and make a ranged attack.
My ears are ringing.
This charge is a free attack. Now they're just all going to line up for a nice cleave where you can hit all 4 of them at once. So shoot the guy that's alone. Shoot the guy that's alone.
Rejoice!
Because they're idiots.
And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words. Your corrupt
actually, their
way
position,
has
you'll be able to
failed
kill
you.
3.
So go in the middle?
Take a step to Abelard's right, which, hang on, let me actually ping so it's not ambiguous.
You're saying step
to
there?
there? Yeah, just step to there. Yep. And then cleave, targeting that square. cleave will be the second attack. And when you mouse over the squares, it'll show you which ones it's going to swing at. Oh, he parried.
Yeah,
oh well.
It showed all three.
Yeah,
right.
one
But
got
it didn't.
parried. The cultist is still up. Parried.
I'd rather not.
The other one, you can only hit 3 with that weapon. There's weapons later that you hit a lot more.
I thought it would let me hit him, but it didn't.
No, you have to charge a minimum of 3 squares. 2
It was
empty
3 squares, but he wasn't directly in line, so it didn't do it.
Yeah, you have to end, going into their square, not going past their square.
Yep.
You basically have to try and occupy the same space at the same time.
Let this be
And
the
violent
warning to all
effects
who
are
oppose
the
us.
result.
I won't suffer this. This is beyond
attack
Now,
the other one.
you still have your action, so you should use your debuff ability. Oh, did you already use it?
No, I hadn't. I was just doing it now.
It's grayed out because me and you don't have control over
I will
it.
Right.
not
So
be
that ability, it's most effective if you do it before an attack, because your other party members can't use it until you get an ability to let them use it later on.
God.
So be
Hey,
aware
we
it's
leveled up.
selfish for now. And once another operative joins the group, the operatives can play off each other's exploits. And
Oh yeah,
pile
that's
up
just
a big
gross.
debuff. You can pile up
Okay.
a big debuff.
So you said you thought there was some way we can assign them now that it's done?
I think there
Draw
has to be
strength from
in
your
the
unwavering
character's
faith and
select
find
screen or
courage in
something.
fulfilling your final duty,
Upper
for
right
showing
on the
weakness
thing, you've
before
got
his enemies is
settings and
heresy.
rolls.
Rolls. Yep, it's rolls. Click the rolls.
Where do you see that?
Get out of the character screen.
In the upper right of the main UI. Hit escape, yeah. Upper right. Yeah. Click that and then
You guys are
drag it
good.
and drop. So we can each control 2 characters, potentially.
So you should have control of him now.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Collecting loot. Indeed. That is something I absolutely want to do. Always get the cargo. Oh, did you already do it?
I picked up the 6 swords. Now you should see them in your inventory as well. I think it should be a shared inventory.
We are bound.
Perfect. It is. It's a shared inventory. Oh, good. There's a pistol.
All right. So
something
level
that,
up.
Something that Abelard absolutely needs right now.
Yeah, he's going to end up being probably a heavy bolter and then a 2-handed melee weapon will be the 2 weapons he equips, and he'll switch between them frequently during combat and build up a bunch of stacks of crit because of that.
Okay, so level up is.
Now, can I do the level up on him? Yeah, I can.
You should.
Excellent. All right, so,
So
I'm
I
gonna
have
go
one-
athletics with Abelard, I think, or demolitions.
Should I go
can't
tech use,
remember.
logic, awareness, Medicaid, lore, Imperium,
Can we
Xenos, or War?
access the ship UI from here? No, we can't.
No, not yet.
I'm gonna Google it really quick and see if he has got a bonus for either athletics or demolitions when it comes to ship rolls. Because we want to get that right. Because we don't want to spend a bunch of resources respecking.
Yeah, no shit. Respeccing's a pain in the ass.
It's not too bad. It's just a waste. If we do it right the first time.
What? Give me the right one. Rogue
Who
trader
yield or
ship
falter
roll.
in their courage will be executed in disgrace as traitors to this house and abettors of the enemies of humanity. Cast aside your doubts, for they are an open door to the cursive.
This is not the right.
It's your prime.
That's for the role-playing game.
High Factorum is the quartermaster.
Yeah, that's for the role-playing
skilled with
game.
Negotiation, not master at arms. Typically an arc militant. Those are. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, but then I don't know what I'm looking for exactly.
Yeah, you're looking at the tabletop RPG information.
Oh, that would explain
I'm
it.
trying to find the Owlcat one, but it's not coming up in Google. Yeah, it keeps pointing at the tabletop role-playing game articles.
Let's see. Rogue Trader, best role for ship role for Abelard.
Base combat.
Abelard build guide, Rogue Trader. Maybe that'll do it. 2 starting. Abelard is one of the 2 starting warriors. With tools make him agile and highly offensive assassin. I don't think that's the you're going there.
Undaunted by enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
Personally.
Trying to see if they say his ship build position, because that's what I was actually looking for. Best companions for void ship posts. That's probably it.
That's it. Probably.
The best companion for void ship posts and road trigger are those with the highest stats in the following skills: persuasion, demolition, tech use, athletics, lore warp, and awareness.
I know that part.
Does your own character get one of those roles?
Yeah, you can. No. All the characters can fill any role. It's just how good they're at it. It depends on their skills. But some characters get bonuses to specific roles, and I don't remember which one Abelard gets. Because for reasons, Abelard is not on my ship anymore in my single-player game. Oh, I don't know.
Master of Maneuvers, Athletics for Ulfar or Abelard. They suggest Athletics. And Ulfar, I think.
Do you have a link?
Yeah, I can send you it too.
Drop that.
It's a good ways down.
Okay.
But here is the link. I was just skimming through looking for that, so I don't even know what the rest of it was talking about. So
maybe I'm missing something, but this looks like it's a article about. Oh wait, here we go. All right, officer.
All right. So we have to choose a skill now. That's why you're asking about
Undaunted
that, correct?
by enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
All right, so I'm going to go with athletics on Abelard then.
Should I go Medicae so that I can heal us?
You should pick. Well,
I can do tech use, logic, awareness, Medicae, or one of the lores.
I would say, well, you get bonuses to shields and you get bonuses to the command position. So either persuasion or what is shields? Tech use. But if you're going to run with Pascal in the group, Pascal has a bonus to shields that's even better. A much better bonus to shields than that.
So we'll do him on that. So I should avoid tech use then?
Your best bonus would be on persuasion as the supreme commander.
Persuasion's not one that I can take right now.
That's problematic. then I would say
I think I already have persuasion.
Awareness or Medicaid right now. Then
okay,
you'll get a chance to pick it up later.
I'll do Medicaid then, because awareness is not my strong suit. That's actually a weakness.
Medicaid won't help you until you've unlocked Medicaid as a skill.
Oh, but I thought clicking it here unlocks it as a skill.
No, that increases your skill ranking for it. This
that just increases the number. It doesn't unlock the ability to use it. The ability to use it is in
completely separate. Okay.
If you click, see if you see at level, so this is level 2, 3, 4. On level 4, you'll get an available talent. You see that? Yeah, there. Okay. And scroll down to it's called basic skill Medicaid.
Okay.
And that will unlock it for that character. And then it'll also give you the chance to put a point into advanced skill Medicaid, which if you read that is quite good. Okay. If you want to be using Medicaid kits, which unless you're going to go biomancy, you do.
Right. I was going to say, I might leave that for
will be executed
one
in
of the
disgrace
others.
as traitors to this house
Focus
and
on the
abettors of the
other.
enemies
So,
of humanity.
I could go awareness. It's just not something I'm very good in. Should I lean more into something else that I'm good in?
You could also lean into a lore. You could lean into a lore. We're going to need a character with a max in each of the lores for sure.
Okay, because I have 45, 50, 45 right now in the lores.
You are high end. So lore is going to be really valuable for you. But because you're Forge World, right? You can take that thing that lets you take. So you will also be able to do coercion,
persuasion, and commerce are all going to be high for me because they're going to be based off int soon.
So commerce is one that won't affect ship combat, but will be important for some dialogue options.
Yeah.
Same with coercion. And persuasion, however, is valuable for the ship because you can actually take the Supreme Commander role. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will be doing that. I can't pick that yet for some reason.
No, but lores are going to be important too. So.
Okay, I didn't know. Should I go logic or should I go ahead and go with Imperium, Warp, Xenos?
If we're going to take Pascal in the group, he will cover logic and tech use very well.
Okay, perfect.
So once you take
Imperium?
lore, well, I mean, if you take lore Warp, that's going to max up. That's the one that you have the highest in right now already.
Warp will make me be 60.
Lore Imperium is going to mainly affect options and dialogues. A few clickies in the game will use lore Imperium. And they can give you XP. There's one case where it's absolutely essential to progress a puzzle that I have found. Lore Warp will affect similar options more frequently than Lore Imperium. And there's a few items that I think play off Lore Warp. And Lore Warp has a very heavy influence on one of the ship roles, which Adira Glass fills amazingly well, and so does I want to say Cassia. So either one of them is a really good candidate for Lore Warp. Lore Xenos, however, is a required skill for using the Xenos weaponry and armor in the games. So if you want to equip, like, say, an Eldar sniper rifle or a Drukhari sniper rifle, you need Lore Xenos, but you wouldn't get it from this selection because this is just like the Medicaid, where you need to go and pick up the basic Lore Xenos to access that.
I'm good with whichever one you think is the best choice on those.
Probably Lore Imperium or Commerce.
Imperium or what?
Imperium or Commerce, probably.
Okay, Commerce is not an option right now, so that means Imperium. All right.
And awareness is always a valid choice on every character.
Yeah.
If nothing else, awareness is amazing to pick up on all the characters because it lets you spot hidden items.
All right, so I think we're done. Thank you for that. I want to make sure we understood what we're doing.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Looks like we need to go out the door they came in.
Oh, I can trigger it for myself separately.
Yep.
That shit probably triggers.
But only the rogue trader can say where we're going. Got it.
Cool. Zone map. Nice.
You don't have a lot of options here.
No, we have
Literally
the one
option to click
location. Yeah. You want that option or the only option?
The navigator's sanctum is directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
Oof. Nice.
And so,
She screams
he
him
will
to
enter
death.
the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
No. Let's not.
Master,
I like.
watch your head.
Yara. He is an amazing buffer
Idira.
and psychic attacker.
Would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man.
Fight selflessly and lower not your blooded arms till the last foe of humankind is slain.
They sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
Wow. She's unhinged.
Perfect.
This is Idira.
No, she's not. Not at
Personal
all.
psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius.
She's actually totally sane.
Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you.
A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Indeed.
And you, von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Interesting snarkiness from you.
You hear a few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here, and Theodora's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a count.
Who yield or falter in their courage will be executed in disgrace as traitors to this house and abettors of the enemies of humanity. Cast aside your doubts, for they are an open door to the cursive.
That's Edelthrad. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Alright.
The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moments of your greatest shame. Something sour rushes to your tongue, and your head is clouded with a sickening sense of your own worthlessness.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog, and the silence that followed.
Oh, lovely.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
Yep.
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Very well. We will sue this navigator then.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your
Undaunted by enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
What follows is calamity.
Okay.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
I mean, she has some points.
Now, hopefully you can assign this character.
Should be able to.
Looks like we get a chance.
A piece of pipe left a noticeable dent in the floor.
No suffering will make me forget his sacred words.
Nice.
Burn the heretic.
Hurry. Destroy this field. Don't keep our master waiting.
Hold on before
Keep
we
your
go
rest.
running in there.
Yeah.
I said hold on before we go running in there. I want to check her equipment. Okay. Alright, I'm good.
Alright.
Sorry, had a massive sneeze.
Beware the eye of the witch. I will level you.
Alright.
There, get in position.
Okay.
Next, where are you going to assign yourself? I'm going to let you pick before I move her up.
That's all right. I moved up as far as I could, basically.
There's two benches,
So,
too. You can both
yeah,
hide
we're
behind
good.
the benches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Endur's abilities. Psyker.
Like
It
That
is a psychic
forewarning
and an
is
operative.
so good.
As an operative,
10% parry
she can
and dodge.
study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psycho abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Analyze enemies is an operative ability which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight at the start of each of the operative's turns.
Now, for your attack,
The
you can do that
operative can
psychic
also use
scream,
this ability
but be
against
aware
a
that
specific
purple
enemy
bar
to inflict several
to
stacks
the
of
left
this
of your
effect.
portrait there.
The higher the operative's intelligence bonus
You
is,
can just
the more
drop
exploit
dead
stacks
sometimes
will
when
be
that part gets
inflicted.
too full.
Whenever
Other
the
times you can
operative
just,
hits
you know,
the target
Screamer
with an
Z
exploit
shows up in
applied
your
to them,
face.
the attack deals additional damage.
So
The
just
amount
be
of
aware.
extra damage depends on the target's number of exploit
I'm gonna grab
stacks and
coffee
the
while you
operative's
guys
perception.
do this part.
Expose weakness is an operative ability which they can use against a single enemy who is
It
under
won't
the
take me more than
exploit
like
effect.
2 minutes, but it gives
This
you both
ability
time
reduces
to do
the
your
enemy's
turn.
dodge, parry, and armor. The amount of reduction depends on the number of active exploits on the enemy and the operative's perception.
Oh, do I want to move up or do I want to stay back here?
Stay back.
12,
Stay back. Do you have a sniper rifle in your off slot?
No, my off slot is a
pistol.
It's a las pistol.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you had an option that doesn't use psychic powers. But you can still, you've got enough play there. You could probably throw out a psychic shriek.
I'm gonna do that.
Got heretic brawlers, or sniper, sharpshooter dude.
Nobody's within range of me of where I'm at. I'm gonna have to move up if I'm gonna do that.
Oh, okay. So you'll need talent. You'll get talents that'll increase that. Oh, that's because you're on the pistol, probably, right?
No, I'm looking at Psychic Shriek. Psychic Shriek's at 12. It's one creature within a 12 cell radius. Nothing's within 12 cells of me.
Yeah, you can get up to like 18 later.
If I come up to this other cover that's to the right of you,
I mean,
it's gonna put me in. Yeah.
A little risky to go that far out, but I am gonna take the I'm gonna charge like here. So I should be able to get that Psyker too. Hopefully. I might actually go out around in the middle and then charge into the Psyker here. Because that Psyker could cause some damage otherwise.
I'm moving up to here.
Hopefully they don't take you out.
Come on, move.
If I can get an angle on that Psyker, I'll snipe him.
I think I can get him.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Can I hit any of these? I can fucking hit them with a lightning arc.
Do it.
The three that are over there.
Do it. Those three on the left?
Nope.
Awesome. Nice.
Beautiful. Well done.
That was excellent.
Then I am going to analyze the Psyker, and I am done.
Uh-oh.
Woo! You parried. Nice.
Swag.
Can I fall back now?
All right. I'll get the sniper then. Oh no, you're out.
Hologram. You can use hologram gauge effectiveness of your combat actions. Okay.
Basically, you can left click once and it'll put a green symbol where you're standing, and that will let you pick ranges and angles from that position, so you don't have to guess.
You could always. You think you can shoot that brawler off me?
I could get the brawler off you, or I could take out the Psyker.
Take out the brawler. I think I go next, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let my enemies.
I will get the Psyker's attention by going and smacking the sharpshooter, most likely.
Rejoice in
the one that's further out.
Oh.
Oop.
Okay. No more psychic stuff.
I forgot that does that. I didn't think
we just hit the thing where it's gonna start.
Oh, Veil increased by 1. Okay. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. I also increased it when I cast that fucking lightning strike just a minute.
Yeah, you definitely did. Nice shot.
He's down.
Sniper rifles are effective in this game.
Abelard. Conduct yourself by the will of the Emperor. Bring his foes to justice.
Oh, almost.
Terrible shot right now.
You shot at the ghost. Adira, I would say probably we should avoid the warp right now.
Oh yeah, I have no intention on using that.
Oh, before you shoot, first use your analyze.
Yep.
Because that will increase the damage on your shot.
Yeah, that's why I did so much damage. I analyzed and then sniped him.
It helps a lot.
Bring him to death.
Oh.
Nope.
Or not.
He's a horrible shot.
He'll probably die now, though. The sniper rifle is very accurate.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. Actions will speak louder than words. And so shall it be done.
Nice.
Solid hit.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched. Draw strength from your unwavering faith and find courage in fulfilling your final duty, for showing weakness before his enemies is heresy.
I believe Master Vespiatus still lives.
Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature.
The servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
What is wrong with him, dear? You said you knew something of this.
Idara winces.
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Very well. Exhausted. That would be the best out of those options. But it sounds like it's more all three.
The navigator stands, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail.
Your time is short.
The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech.
Since when do I look like a chew toy? And stop trying to chew on my nose.
Wait, you're not a chew toy? Man, I thought this whole time you were.
The cat is an obligate carnivore. I'm made out of mixed nuts, keep in mind.
Exactly. That's true. So I guess you'd be a chew toy and not food since you're nuts and you're not meat.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get this obligate carnivore some food. I'll be right back.
Okay. Our time is short. To do what?
Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body, who yield or falter in their courage, will be executed in disgrace as traitors to this house and abettors of the enemies of humanity. Cast aside your doubts, for they are an open door to the cursive.
Fall to your knees, mortals. And the final dawn. That doesn't sound very good.
Idara shrieks in terror.
It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Idara's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength.
The words come out of the Vox as a labored rattle.
I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Abelard, the navigator is still alive, but barely. What do we do now?
The seneschal gazes at the figure in the chair.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Adelthrat and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Agreed.
Idara reaches her hand out toward the navigator, but pulls it back at the last moment.
Vespiatus, good luck. And thank you.
Vespiatus, indeed. Serve the Emperor well, good sir. Your name will be hearkened to him.
The navigator does not give her a response.
The only
Black
mutants
tears
they're
mixed
willing
with
to
blood are
accept
streaming
in
from under the
here.
of your Lord Captain, whose house each of you swore to serve till your last breath. May your souls never lose the fervor
Not
and
the
fire that
only
bolster
ones.
your hatred for the enemies of the
I'm a
Imperium.
valid one. Since
Technically, all sanctum psychers are mutants.
I was gonna say, since technically sanctum psychers are considered mutants.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I'm impressed with how well this actually works too.
The navigator's sanctum is the private haven of the ship's guide through the warp, and the death trap for anyone left inside after translation to the Immatrium.
All right, meet at the front door to this chambers.
There's something else in here.
I don't see anything else other than that one
There's
point
another
of
staff if
investigation.
you want to equip it.
There's what?
There's another staff in our inventory now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the one I already have.
but I don't have one.
Right, you can equip it.
So I do now. All right, arc lightning. What is it? 2 AP.
Locked door.
Is it?
Yeah, lightning arc. That's the thing that I used right off the bat that killed two of the others
Lightning
and
arc.
fucked that psyker up in the first bit.
Yeah. Oh, nice. +5 willpower too.
Uh-huh. That's the best part about it.
It'll get a lot higher net.
Yeah, I
There
know,
is-
but rather right now, it's what's to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. Are we all here?
We shall
Oh, you went that
reclaim
way.
what is
Are we supposed to go that way or
ours.
up the other
Yeah.
hall?
Nope, we just gotta go back out. There's nothing up the other hall.
There's nothing up that way. Okay, okay.
The Emperor protects.
We just came down here to make sure the mutant was okay. Or as okay as he can be while shielding
Well,
the
we
whole
had
ship
to
from the warp.
Yeah, well, the stupid
Well,
Master
he's
of
not shielding
Whispers.
the whole ship from the warp, but he is helping because there's a Gellar field as well. If the Gellar field goes down, everybody dies because
Yeah, there's no surviving that.
The horrors and shit come out of the walls.
Both of them are needed.
Basically, the worst thing that you can possibly imagine from the worst trip you've ever been on starts crawling out of every corner.
Pretty much. It's a very
Far worse
valid way
than
of
that.
looking at it. Their elevator is hilarious. It's this massive stone construct of
you
stone
almost
and
made
steel. Almost did. But we're not playing horseshoes or hand grenades, so.
as good as ours. It's all over for
Horseshoes, hand grenades, tactical
Ooh.
nuclear weapons. These are the things that close counts
I
in.
shall pity not
Apparently
your
that
enemies.
counts too.
I shall
Explosions.
heed not their pleas.
Is that a bolter she has?
Somebody
Yes.
shoot these.
She's a sister of battle.
Betray not
The sister
your
battle,
principle.
yeah.
No, I know. Just saying, like bolters are
Not
basically
gaze from me. Leave me not
automatic
without your grace.
RPGs. You just
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
I serve the light, lady.
Oh, if they only knew the truth.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark
Which
eyes
truth?
blazing. The weapon quivers in her
Well, what
hands
the God
and, for a
Emperor
brief
really
moment,
actually
it
is
seems she is
anymore.
not going to stop and will instead continue
Well, I mean-
eliminating
Never a
every
god
target
and
she
never intended
sees,
to be.
starting with you.
Well, he wasn't intended to be, but he kind of is now.
He's worshipped as one.
That
No, he
doesn't
is
make him one.
He has an entity. He's now has a presence in the warp, and is actually creating warp entities, intentionally or not. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the lore on that.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
What a way to greet somebody.
Right. I shall introduce myself after you do the same, lady.
Allow me, Sister Argenta, Sacred Warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas. Sister, this is Master von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
Adeptus Sororitas. The devout warriors who serve as the militant arm of the Adeptus Ministorum.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by smears of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Chaos. A malign metaphysical force composed of psychic energy that exists in an alternate dimension known as the Warp.
That is, the archenemy is chaos, yes.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that.
You gonna be snarky with the battle nun?
Yes? The Seneschal is right. There is no time for talk.
Very well. We may leave it at that. For now.
I serve the Golden Throne. None else guide my path.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing in a road trader's ship, and not serving the ecclesiarchy?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Very well.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May terror's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
I mean,
heresy grows from idleness.
Plan on being fire and light.
The door is closed, but the lock looks intact. It can probably be opened with the right tool.
Goods down here, I'm gonna go run and grab.
The explosion blasted a hole through the door. Fight selflessly and lower not your blooded arms till the last foe of humankind is slain.
It does a little more damage. Idira, do you want sniper rifle?
You do. You definitely do.
Yeah,
Much better
than that fucking pistol, yeah.
The pistol's terrible.
Do one of you guys want the Sister of Battle? Or are you happy with who you have?
I'm happy with the one character that I've got right now.
Yeah, I'm good. You can totally control her.
Nice, Matt.
There we go.
If you want to join us, Matt, you can.
Guides my path to
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a
New mic
field of
headset
flowers was
webcam,
blossoming nearby.
Yeah,
you were saying you were
it's
going to get some
A child was saved
new
from
stuff.
death.
That's always cool.
1,000 heretics were burning alive.
The door will not
begging
move an
and
inch.
sobbing and
It is
howling.
locked.
You open this door?
know your
Yep.
duty.
Oh, that looks like fun. I'm gonna save it.
My faith is my
Always a
shield.
good call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move me
I am
over.
but a
Oop.
faithful herald of the righteous wrath.
And now it's time to set our battle. And there isn't much for cover here, is there?
Can you get to the left over there? There's a table with half cover.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can. I'm just half cover is.
I would shift to your right one because there's more people from that angle. You can be in a little bit better cover. Yeah. Ow. No. Oh, good. Leave battle. Warrior of the soldier.
You can put her first right there.
Argenta is the warrior of the Adeptus Aurorites and the
She's
soldier.
First. Oh,
She is an expert with burst ranged weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area.
She's got high agility.
Another of
It's not letting me do burst fire with someone in melee.
Combat.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the
is a
feet
unique
yet.
soldier ability. Using it grants the soldier extra movement points and reduces the cost of their next attack by 1 action point.
You have
The
dash
soldier
on her
will
yet?
also suffer a 10 penalty to their ballistic skill for this
not
attack.
the same.
Run and gun also allows the soldier
there's
to
attacks
perform
as
an
soon as you
additional
leave
attack with a
melee.
ranged weapon, which
they
is a
have a
handy
melee
tool
weapon.
if you want to make more than one attack with them on their turn. Revel in
I'm gonna
Slaughter is a
take it
soldier
to
ability
move her
which can be used once for each 3 enemies the soldier kills in a single battle. Each activation
Should I
of
do
this
run and
ability
gun
increases the
or
soldier's
furious
ballistic skill,
recital?
critical
Run
hit
and gun
chance,
gives you a
and
second
critical
attack.
damage.
Using it now would be a waste.
This effect stacks
wait
and
until
lasts
after
until
you
the end of combat.
I will bathe this battlefield
I know.
in
I'm gonna eat
righteous
it.
fury.
Ow.
Cleanses the body.
No.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
2 dodges on that cutthroat.
That's not cool. Should I do run and gun now, you're saying? Or
Yeah, now you can do run and gun and then you
That
can take
is
another
for the
shot.
weak.
oh, she can do another burst shot too.
Yeah, if you got the ammo and the APs, yeah,
I
totally.
act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. 2 kills.
Wow, that was a good round for her.
Yeah, soldiers are good.
All hail the bolter.
They're not super durable unless they're wearing power armor
Yeah.
and are born on Fenris.
Adira, we do not have any perils now, so
Go nuts.
you may shriek at will.
That's a 10 cell.
Forewarning is good too, like you said. 10%
Yeah, the
dodge and parry.
Dodge and parry is amazing.
It's all good, man.
My character in the solo playthrough is a biomancer and
Would you look at that?
precog.
If you just need to buy the game, Matt, all you need to do is let us know, and Malkoff and or I can see if we can move it into position for you to join us.
There's those 2.
But I'm glad you got the equipment that you ordered.
Oh.
That's good.
Well, yay! Now there's
Oh,
more.
great. 4 more. Yay.
But you still got your points left. 2 points left.
Yeah, but I can't take a shot.
No, you can only make 1 attack until you get abilities
Till
to do
later
it.
up, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get multi-attack. That is absolutely needed. Good. All right.
Really not a good idea though to expose yourself out of cover like that as a squishy.
No. Somehow you've gotten lucky and not gotten whooped. Yeah, full cover, partial cover. Much prefer the full cover.
Full and partial covers give you the opportunity to avoid enemy attacks. Full cover, indicated by a skull on the shield, reduces the chance to be hit by 60%. Partial cover reduces it by 35%. At the same time, the chance to hit a character behind cover may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Some cover can be destroyed by melee attacks, area attacks, and other abilities. Destructible cover has a durability bar above it. Single shot can penetrate through any cover.
How do you switch weapons?
X.
Oh, there.
Hey, Ezreal. How are you?
Welcome. I don't see that I can hit more than one of them at a time. With lightning.
Oh, you will hit us if you hit you hit target close.
Friendly fire is a bitch.
Friendly fire is a real thing in this game.
Yeah. I was looking if I could. That's why I looked before doing. Should I pop the heretic off in front of you guys or go for one of the others?
If you get him off, I might be able to get back there and distract more of them so they're not all shooting at you guys.
Is that what you want me to do?
Up to you.
I'd say pop that sumbitch off.
It shall be done.
It might blow through because it's a straight line.
How far in are you?
We'll find out.
Yep, it did.
Dodged.
Luckily, I dodged it, but it did.
Dodged both of this. You both dodged.
Wait,
That's
Malkov is playing Abelard? Malkov is playing Abelard?
Yep.
Yeah, Malkov is doing Abelard.
Okay.
I'm managing Idira.
Okay.
So I gotta get back under cover and quickly.
I'll be in a few minutes.
I don't think I can add anyone else new right now. I think we'd have to restart the session.
That's fine.
Cooperative mode. Maybe it can, because it's still going.
Give me
Oh yeah, because it's still there.
Give me like 2 minutes.
See if this works for you.
That rolls thing is still there, so maybe you can even do it in combat.
Yeah, I sent it to him. I'm going to see if he can join.
Yep. Okay.
We'll see what happens. I think it's able. Well, she doesn't have really a good burst shot location, does she?
No, not right now.
No, you hit us.
She has a pistol.
She can single shot with.
She can single shot with the bolter.
Yep, I was just looking at that on the guy right in front of you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that in a straight line. You want to do that at an angle to me so that it doesn't hit me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
You're going to do that, move up to where you got the chair for cover.
Bolters have a lot of blow through.
I'm trying to see exactly where it'd be a good angle.
There isn't one to attack the cutthroat in front of me.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, yeah, but then you're exposed and you're in the open.
Rejoice in battle.
We'll dangle her, and you can go for the guy back on the right, or back on the left, the heretic.
They're all heretics.
You go
the assailant.
Heretic assailant.
I'll do it.
Blow through him, please. You missed him.
Oh, you hit the other one at least.
You hit the one in the back.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Actually, a little difficult to hit.
Why? Why does that guy keep getting?
Is there somebody else in the channel talking? Like
Yeah, Ezreal.
Yeah,
whispering.
Ezreal is.
Wait,
He's a little bit
whispering?
faint. No, he's a little faint. Yeah.
He likes whispering into his mic just nicely so that he has a nice ASMR going for you.
It's a bit creepy.
Sorry, I have kids that are asleep. I apologize
get it.
in advance.
You know I have to mess with you. I get it. That doesn't mean I won't mess with you, though.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I wanted to move out of range, but I wanted that guy dead.
Yeah.
So that's why I put. Alright, here we go.
Assailant. Oh, he missed. Good. Another assailant. Oh, good. It's your friend.
A little bit of clenching there.
Missed me and
shot Argenta again.
Right?
You can use a medikit to restore your party
So
members'
far,
wounds in
Idara
battle,
is God's
treat an
favorite
injury,
idiot.
or get rid of certain negative
Right?
effects, if the character is injured or afflicted with such an effect. If the character has a medikit equipped, its icon will be displayed on the bottom left. If no such icon is
doesn't
present,
go on,
open your inventory and equip a
I'm gonna
medikit
pop
by
that
double-clicking
cut through.
LMB on it. To use a medikit,
the
select its
cut
icon
through
at the bottom of the screen, then click LMB on the character who requires
see which
treatment or their portrait.
Can't
A character can only use a medikit on a target
that
they
one.
are adjacent to.
It's the one on the left.
Medikits can only be used by characters who have the field medic feature.
That was the
He's
one.
healthier
Medici, or
and
have
tougher.
taken Medici skill
No, that
advancement
is-
at least
never mind.
once. A Medici skill
guess
test
you can't tell when
determines the
it's not
number
your
of
turn.
wounds restored. Each medikit holds 2 or more charges, with one charge being consumed per use. Once used, medikits disappear from the panel on the bottom of the screen, so remember to equip your characters with new medikits regularly. Note that healing, just like most actions, spends the character's action points in combat.
You got enough room
So I
to
need to
charge
get
that one?
Argenta next to you so you can heal her, because you have all the medikits. Abelard.
I'm not gonna heal her, no.
Don't heal her?
No.
Get her under cover.
Yeah. I was trying to make sure we didn't hit Abelard and try to clear out some of them. That's the reason I moved her there. I was hoping it was far enough back that she wouldn't get hit, but the stray shot hits her, of course.
Hey, everybody shot at me.
Good shot.
Right?
On any
He
of
shot
these
at you
guys.
and hits her.
Uh-huh.
13. Pistol sucks.
Can you get her to cover on the other side?
God Emperor, move through me. Be the
Yeah, I
fire
gotta
in
cover
my
here, and I
heart.
was gonna blast the guy straight ahead.
Yeah. Take him out.
Located.
Get that side cleared up a little bit.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and pop run and gun. And go for the guy straight back. Pray to the Emperor that you hit, sister of the battle.
Only got 8 hit points. You got a good chance of killing him. Oh.
If she
Hit the
hits.
chair. Hit the chair.
Yep.
Oh well.
Adira, welcome to cover, fellow Psyker.
Yeah, 7 stacks on him.
You got what?
This heretic assailant's got 7 stacks of
yeah. Appraisal. Now you just need to shoot him and take him out. Did you? Yeah, you did a quick sniper rifle.
Be gone.
So nice. Solid hit, just popping him down. Missed. Missed. Yay! Can't hit that guy, can hit that guy. So we will analyze him. We will. Bless us, for the name of the Emperor is mighty.
And so shall it be done.
And then I will go ahead and shoot this guy right between his eyes.
Rejoice in
For the
service.
Emperor!
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
We're at 200 momentum. Yay!
Yeah, we don't have, I haven't unlocked any abilities to use the momentum yet.
I know. I mainly was doing it as an experiment to see later on how well it will work. It works pretty well. Like, you have 5 stacks of 100 of Words of the Emperor.
Why is he so bad with the gun right now?
He's bad.
He's missing everything. And these guns suck. These guns.
The gun sucks, but I am going to say it. He's not real great with them, regardless of how good the gun is right off the bat.
No, he will be, though. Once he's an arch-militant, it's disgustingly good with him.
Adira.
You should be able to move up and streak at that last guy.
Streak's only a 12 cell radius. I don't have enough movement to get up to there.
Move up and snipe him.
Should be able to get a line of sight off for snipe from over here.
Deadeye shot should allow you to do a pretty good hit on him.
Yeah, and you can exploit from almost any range. Really long.
Give him the Deadeye.
Nice. Good shot.
Praise
With
the
each
Emperor.
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
A whole lot of junk.
Oh yeah.
Of your Lord Captain, whose house each of you swore to serve till your last breath. May your souls never lose the fervor and fire that bolster your hatred for. The cozy seating area is completely destroyed. Pieces of furniture and splinters are scattered everywhere, and dark stains cover the floor and upholstery. An exact replica of the von Valancius void ship sits on the pedestal. Labels indicate the main compartments and decks of the vessel.
Yeah.
Titles and authors are printed in gold on the spines of the books. The library contains works on Imperium theology, law codices, biographical sketches, and chronicles of the greatest military conflicts of the Coronus Expanse and the Calixis sector. The cozy seating area is completely destroyed. Pieces of furniture and splinters are scattered everywhere, and dark stains cover the floor and upholstery.
Watches over us.
Who has the best logic?
The Emperor protects.
I think I do.
45
Logic
on,
45.
Yeah, you got the best shot at it.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Logic, 100%.
Access received.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
The cogitator is silent. It seems that its machine spirit is no longer being powered by the motive force.
accomplished. I have proven myself yet again.
Yeah, I get a 100% chance with these.
Hardships.
Did you already get the stuff in there, it looks like? And
Yeah, I ran in there and grabbed all the stuff in the first one.
Yep, it's all good. 100% tech
Duty
use.
prevails.
Popped it open. We good? Looks like so far we are clear on that. So if we're ready to go, I meet you at the top of the steps.
Do you just switch out to the shotgun? I take it for Abel.
Yeah. I might be able to hit him with the fucking shotgun.
Melted charges. Ooh, +3 tech use. I
Undaunted
should
by enemies of
definitely put that on
humanity,
my
for
guy.
not one of them can prevail over true servants
get
of the
someone
Imperium
else?
who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
Very soon. Sorry, I had to do dailies in another game real quick.
Multi-key, just looking at what we have. Should I? No, because that's going to do away with that. Does someone else have Medicaid use other than Abelard?
I don't.
Sister of
so
Battle.
Yet?
And she has 35, so I just threw the other med kit on her for now.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
All right,
She's
are we
also going
ready?
to be our best demolitionist.
Yep. She's a 100% chance
Sins
to
hidden
get
in
this
the heart
demolition
turn
one.
Heresy grows from.
Luckily, you don't have to
The
equip the
Emperor
demo
sets
kits.
my path.
He just uses them right out of the inventory.
The
It's kinda
Emperor
nice.
favors me.
Same with like the multi keys. Oh, there. You got a level.
Let's
We leveled. Let's level up, gentlemen.
Yes, Endure. Best button in the game.
Expose weakness. I get expose weakness or expose weakness. That's all I get.
Yeah. It's
The
a
operative
decent
removes all
ability. It
exploits
can
from the
really
target
make it
to
if
decrease
something's
the
really hard
target's
to
dodge, parry,
hit or
and
punch through
armor
the armor.
by
It can
10
really help.
plus exploits stacks per bonus % until the start of the operative's next turn.
Oh, they had her take demolition as her.
Yeah.
And she gets revel in
The
slaughter.
soldier immediately removes the winded effect. Until the end of combat,
But she's also
the
good
soldier
at
gains the following bonuses.
being the master cannoneer
10
because she
ballistic
gets an
skill.
ability with torpedoes where
Plus
you can like
5 plus
fire
2 AGI
or do
bonus,
extra damage
percent
with them or
critical
something.
damage.
I think she
Plus
does.
AGI bonus percent
It
critical
was either
hit
her
chance.
or Ulfar.
This ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies.
Or Marza.
The kill counter is not reset between
Ezreal,
rounds.
did you try to join?
I'm getting into the game now.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll join as soon as it
Just
loads.
asking.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know how it works for this. This is experimental. Ooh, stuff over here. Loot! Loot for the
A
loot
fallen
throne.
STELE has blocked the path to the lifts. You will have to look for another way to Edelthrad.
Tech U store.
Yeah. Tech use, 88.
Blessed is von Valancius' bloodline.
Unlocked.
Accomplished. Know your duty.
Draw strength from your unwavering faith and find courage in fulfilling your final duty, or showing weakness before his enemies is heresy.
Is extra armor.
What kind of armor? Deck armor,
Just armor.
5% armor. Cool. Who should we put that on? Do we want that on Abelard or?
Probably. Or,
Go
well,
for
let's see. What is Argento's armor at?
Magenta has 25.
25%.
Mesh chest plate.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wouldn't hurt on her either, but if Abelard's going, you know, into hugging
Front
range, I
line.
thought maybe he needed a little bit more.
Wouldn't hurt.
Hey, what's that?
So it says I'm connected.
Where would we see that?
I don't see you
oh,
here.
We see it in the grouping thing.
Huh?
Doesn't show up in the.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
No.
So.
So
The
maybe we
benches
should
and even the
save.
cogitator, torn from its proper place, are stacked in a rough
Redo the
semblance of a
game so that we
barricade.
can get them in. It won't take but a minute.
Yeah, I'm just quickly checking. It's
There's
showing
an
him
option
there.
in like the
Limited.
cooperative mode. Oh yeah, he's showing in the cooperative mode. It's just little eye in the upper right corner.
So I'm gonna save. And then, just in case I need it, I'm gonna go cooperative mode. See if this works.
My stuff's changed. It's starting to load.
You what?
My stuff changed and it is starting to load.
In other words, he had to join the lobby, so he's there in the lobby, and now we got to relaunch
Yep.
the game so that he's part of it.
Yep.
I have to go grab my dog. I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, so, yep, we're good now. Perfect. But I mean, that's not a huge thing. It's just reconnecting everyone.
Yeah. Can we maybe take like 5 real quick? I gotta run and grab something else to drink.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll do a quick 5-minute break and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. So we have Malkov playing as Albert. Abelard, if I can speak. We have Agdira being played by Mixed Nuts. And we have Ezreal PC, who joined us now as Argenta. And me, the sanctioned psyker of the Golden Throne.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Undaunted by enemies of humanity,
for the
though
gold
not
throne.
one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed.
I made a noble officer.
Nice.
The
Be fun ordering everybody around.
I'm a Sanctic Psyker. Which is why I said I serve the Golden Throne, because that's actually where they get their power from.
Yep. Yeah, mine is Voidborn.
Nice. I thought about that one.
I wanted the luck, like the luckiness.
Yeah. I thought about going that one for the int-based fellowship skills. Or not skills, abilities. But I decided to go Forge Worlds so that I can get Carouse, Coercion, and Persuasion based off int instead. So that's why we're doing that. I am a sanctioned psyker of the Golden Throne. I actually have pretty good toughness too. I think I actually might have the most toughness in the group. Nope.
Much.
On par with Abelard.
Yeah,
I'm on par with Abelard.
Just got 50 agility.
Yeah. My ballistic skill and weapon skills leave something to be desired.
45 on her.
Yeah, I got the base 30 on those. My fellowship is probably the worst. I got 25. Yeah, I got the worst on that. Idira has a little better willpower than me. But not by a lot. She only got 10 more than me, and she has a boost from something too.
%60 dodge, 50% parry.
So she gets the
armor,
+5 from that.
30 dodge reduction.
5 selflessly and lower not your blooded arms till the last foe of humankind is slain.
She's an unsanctioned psyker? I didn't realize.
Yes.
Yes.
She'll end up with a higher psi rating than anybody.
You ready?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Onward for the Golden Throne.
Now comes the first real choice of this setup.
What is this? I can't see a thing. The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire toward you. It is Theodora von Valancius.
No, walking through flames? No.
Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture.
Are you lost, my heir?
Argenta goes as still as a statue, then slowly raises her weapon.
An apparition. A sorceress apparition. Trickery of the war.
Sister, you will lower your weapon.
Despite his commanding tone, Abelard does not sound too confident. He is staring at the rogue trader, and you notice a muscle in his cheek twitching.
Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
It's impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible, DM Nix, for your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality.
I can tell you that the fire would have ruined that outrageous hairdo.
Exactly. Unless she had a force field that protected from thermals, but there's none there.
Theodora watches you without blinking. Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you, leaving burns on your skin.
I can lead you out of these flames, DM Nix. Show you a path. Rid you of pain. And give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. DM Nix, if there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. To the void with you, we need to follow Lady Theodora,
Dean,
before we suffocate in this furnace.
as a pagan, I don't want to walk through the fire.
The people.
Abelard looks back at the coughing and confused people around you.
DM Nix. The survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew, lead them out, find a way around.
Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds. Frightened voices, screams. Muffled and distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them.
Something like that, Matt.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Ida.
Idara breaks off and starts coughing violently. Her knees buckle, and she looks like she is about to fall.
DM Nix, what are we waiting for?
Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions.
Which one are you?
This can develop in three
heretical,
directions:
or iconoclast?
dogmatic, iconoclast, heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others toward your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3, votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2, adherent. Your character's allies have convictions of their own, as well.
I think I'm going to go Iconoclast, because I think that would make the most sense. Sure, we serve the Emperor, but his people matter.
Remember, his people matter to you. When it really comes down to it, the Empire could care less about its citizenry as long as they're doing as they're told.
Yeah.
But I personally think of the choices there, the Iconoclast is the one I like best.
We will save the people, do not leave them in harm's way.
You look away, and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. In your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. Back. Fall back. We will go around.
You're good.
Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire. I could have sworn. To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it? Which?
Not sure why it's reading those out. It's not supposed to do the voice lines. Let me check. Did it get re-enabled? No. Okay. Yeah, if you guys want the mod, let me know and I'll send it to you guys.
Ours.
Ballistic skills, 75% chance.
Crisis, let's have
Lady Argenta, could you come over here?
He said he had to step away.
Oh.
You can just take control again.
Yep, when he's back, we'll reassign her.
I'm restless. Let's proceed.
90% chance. That's better.
Duty prevails.
You wrecked my ship, woman! You will pay for that.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I think everything's on fire and we're trying not to get sucked into the war.
We are too late! Shh! Or perhaps say that. Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
Cool.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
Very well, Abelard.
Wait, what's up? Oh, wait.
How did we fail that mission? You getting that?
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice.
No.
Well, that's
Well,
rude.
Yes and no.
What do you mean by yes and no?
Choices were made.
You chose Iconoclast.
Oh, so we missed the meeting with him because I chose Iconoclast. I see.
The generators hum softly. When you draw closer, your skin begins to tingle from static discharges.
So this is the door we're supposed to go through?
Yeah, did you give control back over?
Not yet. I didn't hear him that he was back.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you see that? Cast your eye there.
This clearly does not. Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a vast void ship. This clearly does not serve as a stateroom.
Nothing in there?
The generators, machines, and crude wall paneling
No.
indicate that it is a maintenance module room rather than an area for receiving guests.
So go to the Lord Captain's quarters, I take it?
Plasma
Plus
conduits
3
blaze with
logic.
plasma
logic.
conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a
Where's
vast
that?
void ship.
The inventory.
Ah, nice.
Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a vast void ship.
My seer's not big on logic.
Ready for the Lord Captain's quarters?
I'm good. Yep.
The Lord Captain. We shall see what is happening. So what happens if you take the other two paths? The heretic and the dogmatic?
Other stuff.
Thank you for not
Very
spoiling.
detailed.
You'll have to play. You'll have to play through it on a different playthrough.
Thank you.
Whenever a minor power is used by anyone in battle, veil degradation increases by +1.
Still got to confirm.
Whenever a major power is used, it increases by +3.
Oh.
At the beginning of each round, veil degradation decreases by 1.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Goods wise.
Oop.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Ah, no. She did.
Rip.
And they ruined the chair. Man, how inconsiderate.
You've got skulls as candle holders. You think a little bloodstain's gonna ruin a chair in this realm?
Yeah.
A bizarre fragment hung on a
The
trophy
leather's all
board.
fucked up from
The
the
light,
bullet.
smooth surface of the object is dotted with dark
patch
spots
that.
and crumbling. The parlor organ seems to have been
Never
sitting
gonna be
idle
the
for many years. A bizarre fragment hung on a trophy board. The light, smooth surface of the object is dotted with dark
Another
spots and
helmet here.
crumbling. The murder scene looks like something caught the victims by surprise. Theodora von Valancius's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
It sounded like Voidmere wanted humiliation and suffering, not swift death. But there is something at work here for certain.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last.
Agreed.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
And that is the question. Something happened.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Let's look at the Arch-Militant's body.
An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he.
Wow.
You know what's the worst part about that? Can't even make a skull servitor out of him now.
Right?
You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life.
Yeah, she never expected the person that was going to shoot her to shoot her.
So maybe it was him.
No.
No,
I think,
someone else?
I think she didn't trust him at all.
That's true. So we have another traitor in the midst.
It's
Awesome.
40. It's 40K. There's probably 7 or 8.
Something on the floor catches your
Right.
eye, a heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass scattered on the floor.
What are the
Reports,
papers?
accounts,
I'll be right back. I
dispatches.
gotta feed the cats.
You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Handwritten letter with a seal. And sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter addressed to Theodora von Valancius signed it with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. Imperium of Man. The galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind. Inquisition. The secret organization tasked with hunting down the myriad threats to the stability of the Imperium and all mankind.
What was our time frame on how late we were planning on playing?
Probably.
I don't have to be up early tomorrow. It's my wife's rolling day off tomorrow, so.
Oh, cool. I probably need to call it within 30 minutes. Probably should right now. But I want to try to get this part wrapped up. What are these shards?
It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Promethium, a broad term for combustible fuel in the Imperium of Man.
Dira, can you tell me of these shards?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
So Conrad was here.
Tainted witchcraft.
Hey, Dira, can you detect anything on Theodora?
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
Understandable. Then we better be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
You're not the only one, Idira. I will endeavor to do so as well.
For the Emperor.
The murder scene looks like something caught the victims by surprise. No one had time to react to what was happening.
A necklace, a cloak, and a... Oh no, that's a letter.
Fellowship +5.
I think the helmet needs to go onto the Sister of Battle.
We got it already.
She's literally the only one that can fit.
The murder scene looks like something caught the victims by surprise. No one had time to react to what was happening.
And... Oh, nothing. Yes. Desynchronization was detected.
Grant us the courage and strength.
I'm gonna put myself here for full cover.
Yeah, there's cover. I couldn't quite get to where you were at for full cover, so that's why I went where I am with half, because I was like, half is better than none. And I can't get to anywhere with full.
Okay.
All of us go first before any of them.
Which is good. That servitor is going to mess us up if he gets in range.
You gotta click start the battle at the top.
Yep. Or hit spacebar.
Somebody does still. True.
Light and medium armor.
Armor protects the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at the moment.
If we had one.
The armor stat indicates what % of incoming
Don't think
damage
we
from
had
an
a
enemy
grenade
attack
yet.
it can absorb.
No.
The type of armor also influences the chances that the character wearing it will pass a dodge test. The higher the dodge penalty, the lower the chance to dodge an enemy attack. A character in light armor dodges attacks more often, but takes more damage when hit. Medium armor absorbs more damage
Here
if
you
the
go,
character
anything?
is hit, but reduces their mobility and ability to dodge attacks. Some talents allow characters to use different
Some
types
dodge
of
would help
armor more
before they start
effectively.
swinging.
I was intending on throwing you.
Definitely not the one I'm grenading now.
I think I should shoot lightning right in the mix, don't you?
Well,
you shoot to the right, you can probably hit all four on the right and not me.
Yep.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. I
We are now full on veil degradation. No more of that.
I didn't know we were that high.
Around. You got shit walking around the deck now.
Server disconnected from client for unknown reason. Who disconnected?
Not me.
I'm still here.
Me too.
Did you guys see what Matt put in the chat?
Heresy. TTS said armor protects. Yeah. It looks like the session's closed.
Weird.
But it didn't say why.
I mean, it's still showing me in the combat.
Yeah, same.
So you guys are still in the game even though it desynced.
Yeah, but it's your turn, so we can't do anything. But I think you
Interesting.
have to out to the main menu, rejoin. Or no, just go to cooperative mode. Yeah, if you go to cooperative mode, you can just put in a new code.
Yep, that's what I was doing. New code. We get one in. You know, Matt, if I was dogmatic, I probably would purge the TTS for that. But I'm iconoclast.
You guys should watch Alpha Busa.
Hmm? We should what?
Watch Alpha Busa on YouTube.
Is it good?
It's amazing. I'll drop a link after this.
Okay. All right, Oyman. And
Right
everyone's
back
back
in
assigned
use.
already. Perfect.
And it's still your turn.
Yep.
That's good. That didn't even screw over
it's
the
on
turn.
me. Okay.
No, it's still showing a dime to me.
It's your turn,
Now,
Miser.
now it's your turn.
Yeah, it's on me. Okay.
If you can do burst without hitting Abelard, you can try to take out the servitor in the cutthroat.
So I can
Otherwise,
do the
just
burst
pick one.
on the far right, and it'll hit the circle. Well, it still looks like it wants to hit the cutthroat behind.
Make sure you avoid Abelard.
Okay, so it's going to be a single shot then. Do I need to go for the servitor?
The servitor would be a good one to take out.
There, I'll see if I can do it.
Strength 70. Yeah, he's gonna hit like a truck.
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
You are not in cover.
I know I'm not in cover. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can.
Yeah, you can test that without actually moving. Just click once and then you can check.
Yeah, if you click once, you won't move, and you can see what you get. And then you can right click to undo it, or left click to confirm to go there.
Or escape to undo it too.
Yeah.
Maybe run and gun and then do that again. See if you can maybe finish off that heretic cutthroat.
But I get some. Okay, that's not terrible.
Run and gun.
Give me a black move back here.
If you can run and gun, if it lets you move again,
it does.
You try to move to cover, and then shoot again. That way you can.
Okay, first things first.
You didn't shoot.
I did shoot.
You didn't shoot the second time.
I shot first. I didn't shoot the second time, no. Oops.
You should have shot the second time.
Okay. I'll remember that next time.
Dare I take out the foes of humanity?
It's really neat that you can see the souls walking around.
Yeah, that's that high.
That's that veil degradation shit. You know what?
What an unfortunate turn to fate.
That echo is also what you get.
Observatory.
That's all I can do at that point.
Ooh.
Too much.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
That's friendly fire. Friendly fire is a real fucking bitch in this game.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Oh man.
Really? 3?
Yeah, they're heavily armored.
This is super heavily armored.
Yeah.
We've got
how many stacks? 3.
Three stacks of exploit.
armor. 80%.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the stacks of.
You know what ignores armor though?
Psychic damage, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with failed degradation at a full, so I can flop over dead.
Well, you may not flop over dead. You may just summon a screamer or something.
That would be worse. Almost.
Thirster.
Your defiance is futile.
There you go. 14 damage.
Yeah, exposed weakness is really good for lowering armor. You stack up a bunch of exploits and then hit lower exploit weakness, and it nerfs their armor until the end of your next turn.
Heralds of the Warp, indeed, man. Great fun. It's gonna so bite us in the butt if we're not careful.
Got a 50% chance to parry right now. That will be 95 later.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much later either.
If I can get another 24 hit on him, he'll be... Or no, I got a 14. 14 hit on him and you get 6 on him. That'd take him down. Well, I mean...
His weapon skill was down 10.
I'd say that's a way to lean.
Because he's heavily damaged. He's got one more round of exposed weakness.
7.
He's at 13. He's at 13 now.
No, he's not.
6.
I'm gonna melt a gun you again.
Oof.
Nice
dodged. Oh, nice.
Perfect.
2. Take him out, Abelard.
2 health left.
Nice.
One more.
Yeah, I don't have the AP.
It's alright.
Is it in my line of sight?
Diamond X will move out to the left and kill him.
Who says?
Well, I mean, you could move out to the right and accidentally shoot Abelard.
Rejoice in service.
I mean, I thought about it. It could be fun.
It's not a great idea, but it's an idea.
Yay, level up.
Yay, level. Yeah, we can use momentum.
All right, well.
There's a necklace there that grants toughness if you're dumb.
Well, I can't use that. So we have Dismantling Attack. An operative immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat.
The operative immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against a target. That attack always hits. Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a 30% penalty to dodge and a 30% penalty to armor.
So what's the difference between choose talent and choose common trait? And trait.
Well, like for instance, you're going to absolutely get whatever your
Class, yeah.
your class ability at that point, and then the talent is where you get to select amongst the list.
Yeah, but they have, one is called choose talent, one is called choose common talents, and one is talent. So there's talent and there's common talent. I was wondering what the difference between talent and common talent is.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. I only have the one option.
Right, but next level it says it's a common talent instead of a talent.
Depends on your class, your archetype.
Yeah, that's different based on archetype, yeah.
Common talents aren't archetype specific, they're generic.
Ooh, psi rating.
The same thing as like generic feats in Pathfinder. Anybody can take them.
Got it.
I'm gonna take passive learning.
No, don't do that.
Oh, you don't like that?
I did notice that the ones with the thumbs up are probably the.
No, you need to focus on Adira's psychic abilities. Otherwise,
I don't have an option to be able to do anything with that for the talent yet.
None?
Is there a way to see those?
Roll far enough down.
Oh, warp features. You can click on the far right. There's a little skull option.
Go.
Blade of Light and Force Ray.
There's one that increases the range. There's one that lets you make psychic attacks while in melee range. The one that increases the range is probably one of the better ones. That one or the one that lowers the veil degradation when you use abilities.
There's a thumbs up that's right next to the X, and I believe those are the advised ones, right?
Those are often not the right choice. Those are rarely the right choice.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to do calculated relations.
That's the one that turns all those skills into int skills, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good.
Persuasion, coercion, commerce are now intelligence instead of fellowship.
Well, that's good for you. You suck at fellowship.
Instead of 30, it's now 50.
That's really helpful.
So it's now based on a 45 instead of a 25.
Yeah,
massive.
And you just keep cranking up your int, and it'll pay a lot in skills. A lot of those dialogue options will open up for you.
Int and willpower were the two things I was planning on focusing on in the character, which is why I was trying to
if you want to mainly be Sanctic Psyker, you'll want to put willpower over int.
Yeah.
Just because it's so many of your abilities scale off willpower.
Yeah. But it'd be those two.
Oh, what do I want to level?
Oh. Commerce is 55. Persuasion, 50. Carouse is 55. Coercion, 45. Awareness is 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, your awareness is poop.
Well, that's what I have you for. See, I know how to talk to people and convince them so that then you can get the right things.
I just know how to shove a gun in somebody's face.
All right. How's it going, Idira?
In just a minute. I'm finishing reading through all of the various ones that I've got real quick.
I figured going this route made it where I could hopefully get more of the in combat, or not in combat, in conversation checks. Does someone need an additional
Matt,
5 toughness?
Look at pain channeling.
Look at what?
Yeah, I'm looking at
is amazing.
pain channeling is great. I was also looking at stabilizing factor, which is the one that reduces the veil degradation amount that's increased.
Stabilizing factor. Yeah, that's one. That's a really good one.
Stabilizing factor is a good one. So is the subtle manipulation, but I don't really. If I do my best, I'm not going to be in fucking melee combat.
No, you want like second sight though.
Yeah.
That'll increase your range to 16 on the.
Yeah, we're gonna take that one first.
Second sight is good.
And then psychic barrage is also amazing.
Yep. Straight up bumping psi rating, I'm sure, is good too.
Yeah, you can only do that in 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, psi rating is huge.
So second sight it is. And I'm done.
Yeah, next level, let me know what you think. This level was pretty clear because I needed to get that that one that I kind of was basing it around.
If I didn't mess up with my rapid reload.
Hmm?
I hope rapid reload was okay to take.
Yeah, it's a good one. Rapid reload's really good.
Yeah.
Especially with a bolter, because you can dump ammo out of a bolter really fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
And you want to if you want to bring death to the enemies of the Emperor, so.
Good.
Lore Warp. I should go check that one.
The first sacrifice.
I did not mean to trigger that.
The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Oh, I hate this guy.
He's kind of a dickbag.
Edelthrad, who is clutching a bleeding wound on his chest, gives you a tormented look.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue traitor.
I say 3.
Yeah.
Let him figure it out for himself.
The Lord Captain will not be joining us. Edelthred.
Edelthrad gives you a confused look. Then, as realization dawns on him, his eyes fill with disbelief.
No, the rogue traitor is dead.
Oh, he's gonna be a
Edelthrad
problem.
shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch, the sleeve of his jacket bursts open, and 2 bone growths pierce through the fabric.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong, I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second, the warp ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warren and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Stop being such a weakling, Edelthred. Pull yourself together.
Idra looks anxiously at Edelthrad. Then she glances back at you.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
I forbid you the very thought of yielding. Only by resisting to your fate will you truly suffer defeat? Hmm?
Resigning.
Resigning, yes. Can't read. Especially when I'm getting fading.
Tired.
Yes.
Words worthy of a righteous soul. Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Practical as always.
Edelthrad stares at you, and his eyes harden with cold resolve once more.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Precisely. Rise and fight.
You can see Conrad Voigtva clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Edelthrad bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow.
Voitger, you dubious cur. The rogue trader's death will be avenged.
What? Theodora is dead?
Voigtva stares at you in seemingly genuine bewilderment.
No. That can't be.
Yep,
Not now.
he didn't know anything about it.
I still haven't.
Edelthrad lowers his head. Then he sighs and locks eyes with you, his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Edelthrad, what are you doing?
Edelthrad. Don't.
Edelthrad!
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Oh boy.
The whispers are getting louder.
A giant gaping toothy sphincter on his face.
Where you want me?
I'm gonna recommend for this one, we spread out.
Wow, it offers you the option to get cover way back in the fire. I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, as long as you like burning.
Is back here okay? Actually, let's do. You said spread out. Let's do.
That's a good spot.
Okay.
That's a really good spot.
My problem is that I don't have anywhere that would be considered close enough to do anything.
Just get far. Just get far.
So, you know, in the fire.
You don't want that thing hitting you.
On position.
Hard.
Everybody ready?
I think so.
You will encounter
way,
enemies with various abilities and features. An icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates that they are under the influence of some kind of effect. Click RMB on the effects icon to see more details. If you wish to learn more about an enemy, click RMB on their portrait or the enemy themselves.
And we are starting off at a veil degradation of 9.
Oh, great.
So, like, the first major psychic power we use is a bad deal. Also, don't hit the chaos spawn with psychic abilities. It's not a good idea.
Why not?
Well, no, psychic shriek is a great way to tear those things apart.
Yeah, tearing them apart is a great deal. Right now, with it being this high, though,
risky.
Very risky.
I'd say take out the ads first because
it eats
the
them,
damage that's on it has a chance to charge.
And so it shall be done.
And it'll just eat its friends and heal anyway.
Yep. I don't know how much you can really call those things friends if it's going to eat them.
Up until the eating part.
Oh, unique ability causes momentum. Okay, so now is when I should start popping the momentum.
Yeah, putting out the resolve will now have paid dividends.
And I am next. What else are you gonna do, Don?
And so,
but I should be able to use daring breach or dismantling attack.
Use some warp abilities so that we can do that.
Or dismantling attack when it gets to my turn.
Dismantling attack is melee. It looks like.
It's not that good either. It really is lackluster. It's pretty much a waste of the bar most of the time.
Should I do dismantling attack or just leave it?
No, it will consume the bar for the whole party.
See, that's what I need to know.
Yeah, it's the only things I think are worth using it on are daring breach, and then the one that the arch militant gets, and then the one that the
firearm mastery
gets. Huh?
Firearm mastery?
No, that's
the arch militant. Yeah.
Arch militant gets one where you get 2 attacks a round, and it lowers the AP cost on your first attack each round.
Okay.
And then the officer has one where you can give another person a full turn.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Firearm mastery is okay-ish once your character is really built up. Early in the game, firearm mastery is crap, but late game it can be good.
So the guy all the way on the left.
Sure. Take out the ads. Any of the heretic.
Strike is a prayer.
What are they called? Cutthroats. Kill all the cutthroats.
I think that's all I'm gonna do.
And then we'll take out the
You might want to
spawns.
save your. Oh, you can take a second shot. There's on that one.
I can't because it doesn't show me. It always shows me, like, if I do run and gun, I can't, obviously.
If you run and gun, you can just take a shot from where you're standing. You don't have to move. It just gives you another attack.
Shot, oh, I get it. Okay. So if I hit this and don't move, I can shoot another time?
Yeah, you can just shoot at that one right here. Might be able to take him out.
Okay. All right. It will not let me target him.
He had a range for you?
Unless I move.
No, I can see that you've got a line of sight to him right now.
I know, when I mouse over him, like, it doesn't give me the ability to shoot. Oh, because I'm not picking it. Never mind. Hang on.
Have you selected your attack?
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
There you go. Yes. It's alright.
Oh well, no big deal.
And
I resisted.
Yay.
All the other people did not.
Get to the heretics!
Did he hit me? Because it looked like I resisted then.
No,
I didn't take any hit.
I don't think you were within 3 cells.
Oh, okay. Gira. Would you mind rending the enemy unto death? Bring death to the enemies of mankind. For the Emperor.
Be gone.
Nice. Excellent. That leaves
Exploded into chutney.
3.
Yeah, charge back there at him.
Ow, we lost a guy.
Oh.
Missed me. I'm really okay with that. Apparently Abelard is going to melee the Chaos Ball.
That's pretty good.
Yup.
He's done like 22 damage already.
twice. And there he goes, chowing down. Ow.
He missed you, it looks like.
Oh, he only hit you for one.
Spit a loogie on me.
Because I hit him. Sometimes when you hit him, he goes berserk. But he's definitely not going to go after you guys in melee because I'm now engaged, so.
Yeah. Should I still take out the heretic cutthroat?
Oh, yeah, because otherwise he'll just eat it anyway. He gets 30 hit points. It's better than heal it.
Actions will speak louder than words. I can't allow myself to do this.
What? You
I don't have
see
line
him
of
from there.
sight to that guy.
No. And there's two NPCs that are taking up the cover.
Yep. So either I have to run and be out of cover, or I can't take that guy.
I don't think he's going to come for you. He's engaged with Malkov.
Yeah.
Should I just shoot him?
Come out of cover and go to the back. Go as far back as you can.
Do you want me to run and shoot the ad then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I can't move that far.
Wherever.
I got one less than that. He's dead.
There's one more left down on the right.
Yep. Do you want me to up the warp again and pop word to the Emperor?
We're only going to get one more kill, so probably no.
Okay, so just leave it?
Yeah, because resolve only helps you when you kill things until later in the game. Eventually we'll have the abilities that scale off resolve, but right now the only thing it does is give you more momentum when you kill something.
Okay.
If I move here, is that okay?
He might come go berserk if you're that close and come at you. He's got reach. I'd stay where you are. You're in cover. There's no reason to move.
There.
You can
I only
just shoot
did to
him.
take the guy out. Yeah.
I mean, the guy will come up the stairs and then we'll be able to take him out.
Yeah. But the cutthroat isn't somewhere we can really hit right now, so.
Yeah,
the cutthroat's got to come off
shoot
around.
the chaos spawn.
But you don't want to move that close.
I won't move then. Is it okay to do Furious Recital?
Yeah. It's once per combat. Ideally, you want to do it on a turn where you're able to hit multiple targets.
Sure.
And then do it. But it's pretty tough a lot of times because she's often, further away from the fray.
Yeah.
Makes an excellent bounty hunter or assassin later.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But that Revelant Slaughter is amazing.
Just a minor setback.
We're tanking that guy.
Yeah, I got into toughness.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Veil degradation's at 12.
Yeah, that's why we're not doing anymore.
Okay.
Should have put the toughness on you, because your int is under 35.
How many exploits does the fucking Chaos Spawn have on it? 9?
Oh, yeah, we got that amulet. Nice.
That is funny. That could be on anyone but me. And give them a bonus to toughness.
I didn't think so. Stop it.
Ah. And then I miss. You son of a bitch.
Maybe that'll help them hit. There we go.
Yeah.
And he shoots the Overseer.
Right. At least it did a lot of damage to the Chaos Spawn. That was good.
It did like 40 damage. That's good.
13. Good. That was not good.
Overseer.
Overseer's gonna die on his next turn anyway.
I will not be deterred.
See, this is what happens when you let the warp get inside of you.
Dude, so DM, if you move over, if you move over, is there a way you can hit that heretic?
No, I can't get that one.
No, you can't get that one. That one has to either come up and around or...
Okay.
So what we can expect is that the Chaos Knight's probably going to eat it as soon as it gets a chance.
Ooh.
Nice.
God.
Yeah, he's probably eating him right now, actually.
I'm not interested.
35. That felt good.
That's wild.
That was a solid hit.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion.
I'm genuinely surprised.
So he did 10 damage to you, and I did 35 to him. That's fair. That's fair. Ablard, do you think you can take 10 damage for the team when we give him 35?
Yeah. Eventually I just won't take damage. I'll have 95% parry and a super high dodge.
Yeah.
In armor and what's it called? Deflection.
Motherfucker.
Got lucky earlier tonight. Getting bad.
Oh, I missed twice. That's a dodge and a miss on the last one.
Well, at least you can still do your target.
Wow. He's just shooting everywhere. Just, oh my god, shoot!
Blast everything, yeah. Everywhere. I'm going to analyze enemy. Go figure, right? I bet none of you saw that one coming.
The Emperor commands.
And then I'm going to pray to the Emperor for another solid hit. This could be it. What?
Yeah, you can kill him. Yeah, if you crit him, you'll kill him.
Speak louder than words.
22.
Oh, you're gonna get me to kill.
Oh.
I'm going to give Argenta the time to kill us.
Unless I miss.
Yep.
Shoot that asshole.
Who wants to take wagers? Is Argenta going to miss, or is she going to actually hit? Hey, she hit.
Nice.
The worst part is, though, is we still have to kill that heretic down there now.
Yeah.
That's fine. He's easy.
Nice. We already got a level up, too. They really give you the level ups fairly rapidly.
Early on, yeah. Yeah, the leveling pace feels really good in this game. I think we get extra XP at a higher difficulty.
I think it makes sense to have the early levels there when you're, get some more skills so that you can actually do things, right?
Oh, nice.
Hey.
You shot the right people.
Nice.
You can be certain that fucking deckhand shot and killed that overseer on purpose. I hated that fucking boss. That guy's such a dick.
Right? Blade shot. Ooh, that does not look good.
Ballistic skill or agility? I think I'm gonna go with agility.
Okay, so we're leveling up, then we'll go chat with a Master Helmsman. I will take recommendations if you have any.
Yeah, one sec. Combat mastery. Dueling mastery.
Honestly thinking I'm going to up her willpower.
Yes, willpower. Always when you have the choice, willpower on Endura.
I took agility and exploit surroundings.
Who should have the mantle of heroism?
Let's see, what is it? Mantle of heroism is iconoclast. I think Avalon is the only one that can wear it.
Well, I think I could too, but I think he might get more
Oh,
use
you
out
are
of it.
iconoclast. Yeah, you could wear it.
He increases wearer's dodge by 20% until the end of combat. Each heroic act, but I'm not using the heroic act, so I'm wondering if it would make sense to do an Abelard because you were using it.
Yeah.
And then you're out in front.
Yeah, I'll put it on. There are much better cloaks coming, but yeah, it's decent.
Oh, I believe it.
I think I'm going to take stabilizing factor.
The gloves would probably be good on Idira because Idira occasionally just blows her own self up.
Yeah, put them on Idira.
Drops dead randomly. Let's see. Character.
All right.
Here, archetypes.
So I get intelligence.
Or
willpower.
I'd say willpower, but well, actually, early on in the game, bumping it up to 5 on intelligence might be really good.
That'd make it 50.
Yeah,
which is going to bump every single skill, except for 4 skills.
Int and willpower, both are really good choices there.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go int this time just so we can round it off. Because I don't have very many force powers yet anyways.
Yeah, then stabilizing factor would be a strong choice. Because each turn you could just use your ability once and cause the veil to go, degradation to go down.
Oh.
Which is why I took stabilizing factor.
You always get benefit out of providing more and more resolve, so it's a nice fit.
So I'm assuming we're just about done for the evening.
Yeah. Oh, why can't I get... Oh, character level 10 is required.
10, 20, 30, 40.
We're only at level 5.
Where is that one that you mentioned?
All the way down. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
I'm on the bottom. Sanctific Slayer?
No. Stabilizing factor.
That's what I thought. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, that's what I took this round too.
Yeah, you get multiple psychers all having stabilizing factor, and then
you push the veil degradation down every round.
Cassia has an ability called Heal Reality or Mend Reality, and it just basically drops the warp veil degradation equal to her willpower bonus. So once you get her up to 12, 16 willpower bonus,
yeah, that's gonna
clears all the degradation in one ability.
Dude, I got Lore Imperium 70 already.
Nice.
That's nice.
Commerce 60, Persuasion 55.
You haven't even gotten off the void ship yet.
No. That's why I like it. Like, int is almost all the skills for me.
Yep.
All except for like 4 skills. Yeah, 4 skills. There's 4 skills that aren't tied to int for me.
Yeah.
And everything else is
int. Like, you picked that, what was it? The CR perk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that flipped everything.
It's Forge World only. It takes the 3 coercion, the 3 fellowship skills and makes them int based. So there's 3 more skills based on int.
But with that, I think it's time to call it a night.
Do we want to call it here, or do we want to just talk to the helmsman and get out of the warp?
I think there's a whole bunch of cutscenes and stuff after you trigger that.
Okay, so we should
If I
end
remember
here.
correctly. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be here at 10:30 if we carry on.
Sounds good then. We'll pick up here next time. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to join us next week as we continue every Wednesday. Awesome fun. Thank you, gents, for joining me. I look forward to continuing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys.
Oh yeah, this game, it seems like it'd be amazing as far as it goes as a single player game too. But
it is.
Multiplayer is always more fun.
Yeah.
It's one of the best 40K stories and presents 40K in such a digestible way that I'm super impressed.
Now, for kicks and giggles, just to show everyone, if you guys want to go ahead and drop out, I'm just going to show them that as you guys leave, the game still just runs perfectly smooth. Like, no issues. Just...
We don't have to save. You're saving,
look.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the save on his end.
See? Last person left. Co-op session ended. There's no longer the option. I'm now just in the game as normal with all the characters.
What is rightfully ours.
Beautiful. Literally can drop in, drop out. Anyone. It's great. Thank you all for being here. Until next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you guys next time.